Welcome to Power Tour 2024, where I go around the world driving supercars, superbikes, and contraptions like this. This is the incredible Bujji, which was made for the movie Kalki 2898 AD, right here in India. And I'm going to pilot this. This is a dream come true. What better way than to kickstart the Power Tour, but with our own sci-fi machine over here. Bujji actually means little or cute in Telugu, and it is the little small AI powered humanoid that is Bujji, which is powering the whole vehicle. I never thought that this movement will arrive here in India, that I will be piloting such a machine that is conceived and made in India for a movie. And my god, this has come true for me. And how there is nothing more insane than this in our country right now as far as science fiction pop culture is concerned. And this could be start of something very big if people continue to develop the cinematic universe that this vehicle belongs to. This gentleman from the Kalki team is going to help me out, switch on all the buttons. So there is a button called steer here that sort of increases the hydraulic pressure to the steering, which actually actuates the final drive. Full. Now we are switching on the AC and setting this to 22. And here I am. So it only has rear, forward, and neutral. Oh my god, this is crazy. With such a big form factor, getting used to it, understanding the dimensions is is a little tricky. Actually, I wonder how this steering is working. You have to actually take the turn much before. This can go up to 45 kilometers an hour. Oh, crazy. I wish I could drive this on actual roads. But for that, you need to stop the whole tracking. And all my childhood time spent in reading comics, all those movies that I've watched, Batman, the Tumbler, Akira's Bike, Star Wars, everything has culminated into this. The story of Kalki is spread over 6,000 years, starting from Mahabharata to the year 2898 AD. And this is as rich as it gets in terms of the storyline, the characters, and the insane gods, villains, demons, and of course this vehicle over here, which is supposed to be driven by an AI humanoid. And you know what, this whole thing is just feels right. And imagine that if this is something which India can make in its first go, what are we looking at in the movies to come next? This is the first time that I myself have been ever interested in something which has been made in India as far as a vehicle goes. So this also speaks volumes about what Bujji had set out to do, what the producers and the movie team had set out to do. They have not only achieved it, but this is a masterclass in marketing, in how to pull it off successfully. Create a vehicle like this, which not only comes in the movie, but and take it around India and capture the imaginations of millions of people here in India. Bujji is in fact one of the many vehicles which were actually created and conceptualized just for the movie. And why not? Because this movie is the most expensive Indian movie made till date, with a budget of 72 million American dollars, which is around 600 crores. And this right over here took around 7 crores to make. Why not? The results are in front of you. And this movie is the first Indian movie to be showcased at the San Diego Comic Con, which itself speaks volumes about the vision and the positioning that the producers and the movie team wants with the movie and with Bujji specifically. And not only this, the spin-offs for this are crazy. There is already a 2-episode animated series on Amazon Prime on this. Incredible possibilities that Bujji and the Kalki cinematic universe has in spinning off into a video game, or even these vehicles finding into other video games are incredible. The Bujji was made right here in India by Jayem Automotives in Coimbatore with the help of Mahindra Research Valley. But according to me, the most striking visual component of such kind of vehicle, especially Bujji, are the tires which have been developed by CEAT Specialty. And those tires itself demand so much respect and they add so much road presence on this vehicle that it is insane. The tires themselves weigh 250 kgs each, and there's a very good reason for that. But they were developed right here by CEAT Specialty at their Ambernath plant in association with the conceptualizers, the production team, and of course the people who made the rest of the chassis and the vehicle. And this here is a testament of what kind of feats you can achieve if you work as a team. And let me tell you, the tires, if they are not good, no matter how good the vehicle is, it stands true for a superbike, a normal bicycle, and even vehicles like these. This is not going to function if the tires don't help put the power and, more importantly, the weight to the ground in the right way. So let's talk about that. If you see here, the futuristic block design of the tires with a circular base not only adds that whole aura of the future, but it also is very functional. The tires also have a low aspect ratio of 30, which not only complement the purposeful sporty looks of the Bujji, but also provide stability and rigidity that is able to handle the insane torque produced by the motors. 9,800 Newton meters of torque. Yes, I'm talking that crazy. And the wide tires and the large rims also prevent unnecessary side sway. The tires can also take a load of 4 tons each. This means well for the vehicle, which weighs in excess of 6 tons itself. And it also has a 34.5-inch rim size, aluminum alloys that are mounted on taper roller bearings on hollow hubs. The front has 2 independent swing arms on which each hubless system is mounted, with each system, each side weighing 1 ton. The rear over here has custom-made coil springs over strut suspension, and the total rear assembly is around 3 tons. The rear tire is flanked by 2 dummy cones completing the look. But in the movie, the rear is actually a sphere that can go in any direction. The Bujji is also driven and steered by the rear and not the front. These CEAT tires truly provide Bujji with the platform it needs to run. I mean, if they fail, then the whole project will come crashing down, literally. So salute to CEAT and everyone involved in the conceptualization, engineering and construction of the first vehicle from the Kalki universe. Why I'm saying first? Because there are other vehicles over here, which probably I cannot cover as of now, because they will also come in the sequel. Let's talk about a little bit technical. It is powered by 2 induction electric motors by Kirloskar that Mahindra gave, that collectively synchronously produce 125 horsepower
But the main thing is the torque, which is at a massive 9,800 Newton meters. And that is instant torque characteristic of all electric motors as we know. And it features a 47 kilowatt hour battery pack, and the custom designed vehicle can reach a maximum speed of 45 kilometers an hour, which is actually insane considering the size and the weight that it has. And the range is around 50 kilometers per charge. The electric motors not only fulfill its intended futuristic approach according to me, but also prove to be the perfect solution over any internal combustion engine, because obviously the problems of heat arise when you're talking about producing so much torque and power from an ICE engine, which are greatly reduced by an electric motor. But these motors still, they need an air conditioning to cool down, and there are a lot of AC vents here inside the Bujji, not only for the driver inside the cabin, but also for the housing, the motor and everything inside over here. But in the movie, Prabhas basically catches the bad guys and puts them inside here. It's kind of like a police vehicle. Other than that, dimensions are a tad bit more than 6 meters long, 2 meters high and 3 meters wide, which is insane. It's pretty huge. But as you can see, this has 2 hubless wheels up front and another at the rear, but that is completely wrapped. So you can see exactly how they look here. These hubless wheels weigh a ton each, and yes, it has a 3-wheel setup. That's sort of a reverse motorcycle. Reminds me of the Polaris Slingshot, and in fact the producers here, the people here, they also said a lot of people were tagging that, and I drove that or rode that around 3,000 kilometers back in America, and that actually reminds me, that is the closest that you can get to piloting Bujji on the road, which is also road legal. I've had an amazing time here piloting this and understanding the nuances, speaking to people about the reactions, that millions of people gave as this went around India. And right now it is standing over here where it was shot. A lot of movie was shot over here, which I can't disclose where. And there are so many things going on here. It's a feat not only of engineering design, but also of the willpower of someone. If somebody wants to get something done, for example, the producers and directors of the movie, they will get it done. And I'm sure that Prabhas and everyone else would want a replica of this, in their houses, so to speak. But I want to request to producers that they should come out with a 1:6 scale of Bujji, with hot toys, and definitely, please send one for me to the Motor Villa. Well, I'm in awe of what India can do if we put our mind to it. And Hollywood and rest of the world, yes, we have arrived. Take care, drive safe, keep dreaming. So guys, that was Bujji, and I'm back in the Motor Villa. Motor Villa is a 3-floor man cave studio and a place where I place all my collectibles. Everything that you see over here has been collected from over 66 countries that have ridden on motorcycles and supercars. And this also shows you something. For example, this is a 1:6 scale Akira's motorcycle over here, and Keanu Reeves is sitting on that. And over here, I have a couple of 1:6 scale hot toys. And this is the tumbler, of course, from Batman. And this one is the bat. The possibilities of spinning things off from a movie like this, just based on the vehicles and the cinematic universe that they have created, it is endless if they do it correctly, that is. And hoping that they do, and India continues to shine on the international stage. Signing off, this is Sunny, also known as the Motographer. Keep following me as I go around the world on the power tour and do many other things. And last but not the least, I want you to pick up a physical copy of our own XBHP print magazine that we have been publishing since 12 years now. It is available on major newsstands in India, and also cash on delivery. Just go to xbhp.com shop. And if you are not in India, you can also go to Maxter and read your digital copy, because it's going to be a Bujji special. Well, take care, ride safe, and keep watching movies.